Hi, this is James from the Hornbill Technical Support team, and this is a short tutorial to show you how to define stages and the first initial setup of a new BPM process. So here I'm using the Supportworks 750 client and it's ITSM 3414, but this will apply to all versions of ITSM. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go back into our processes, which is in File, Manage Settings, Process Settings, and what I'm going to do is create a new one. So I'm going to go Add on the Change Processes. The first thing I'm going to do is just give it a name. Let's call it James Process, something simple. The next thing I'm going to do is just click on Add Record and just go back in it. One thing that you will notice instantly is that it will set active to no, which is this tick box at the top right hand side here. You'll need to define at least one stage before being able to make it active, which makes sense. So next thing we're going to do is, as I indicated in the previous tutorial, is that you need to define your stages. So I'm just going to go into the process stages here, and I'm going to create a few different stages. Okay, so I'm just going to create a few here. Again, you can either specify to go to a data form or whether you want to put in a description, that's fine. Okay, just going to add a couple more. Change authorization. So perform the work. Review and close. Okay, so this is only just a quick process, but this is I've set up here for the first stage is to get the change sort of information in terms of what needs to be done, when it needs to be scheduled. Next thing is to classify whether it's an important change or something that's an emergency. Then I want to set up an authorization stage to say I want these particular people to authorize it. Then I want to set up a another stage to say this is the work now being completed, so that will then assign out tasks to individual groups or teams, and then a final stage just to say yep, it's all good, let's review, and then just close it. So that's the initial stages set up. What you may wish to do at that point of view is set up the process progress. So I'm just going to click on New. What the progress is basically this can be used for your self-service customers, as well as people in the actual main client as well, but I think mainly for your customers. Basically you can set up individual milestones, and this is what this is. So I'm going to set up a few different areas here. So that can be 5%, gather change information. So this message will appear based on whether you've completed this particular action or whether you're currently doing it or whether it failed. So complete could be gathered required information, gathering information, and failed to gather information. Maybe no response. There we go. So I'm just going to pause the video while I just complete the other little progress milestones. Okay, so as you can see, I've set up all the other different process progress milestones. So you can see the percentage of work completion. So this would kind of match your stages in terms of maybe after you've gathered information, it's 5% complete. After classifying what kind of change request it is, it's 20% complete. Yada yada yada. So I've basically just done exactly the same thing in terms of each and individual one, in terms of message working, failure, completed, and we'll see that later on after we've fully completed in the creation of the progress. So that's all I'm going to do on this first one. The next one is to define each and individual stages. So I'm going to go for that in the next tutorial.